Good morning, everyone. This morning we are going to pick a kind of mythological subject or religious subject in the form of Swami Vivekananda's philosophy. To understand Swami Vivekananda's philosophy, you have to come out of the box mentality. You have to have an open heart and an open mind. Try to understand what is the meaning of the word rather than listening the words. Those people who have problem in their life and they misunderstand every single thing because they don't try to understand between the line, but they just read the words or listen the words and interpret it absolutely mistakenly and misplace their emotion. Most of the problems that we generate in our life are due to misplaced emotion. If we understand every single thing properly in a proper context, proper perception, we are never going to have any kind of problem in our life. Now, lots of people are not going to agree with what Swami Vivekananda said, but they have to agree. If they don't agree today, they will agree tomorrow, or they will never agree. Arrogant people, arrogant dudes, never accept anything new, never accept anything out of the box mentality. They are all stuck into the box mentality, and that is why most of the time they listen what they like to listen. And if they don't listen what they don't like, even if it is a truth given by personality like Swami Vivekananda. Now what he has said, he is addressed to the youth and he said that, hey youth, don't sit down on your duff and recite Gita, but get up, go out in the ground and play football. Play football, reading of the Gita, reciting Gita time will come after 62 years of age, when you touch your retirement age, when armchair age begins. Read Gita at that time, but right now you are the sole safeguards of the nation. You have to be very strong, your legs must be strong, your arms must be strong, your chest must be strong, your bicep must be strong, your tricep must be strong, every single thing must be strong. Then and then the enemy like China, Pakistan or anyone else would think twice. Think 3 times before invading India or before doing anything at all. So he has said, hey youth, hey millennials, those who are 18 to 38, don't sit down and recite Gita, but get up and play football. That is the time, that is your age, that is the prime time of your age that you should play football and become rock solid like a rock. I have chosen 3 points, and point number 1 is the youths of the nation must be robust and rock solid like a rock. Now, if the youths are rock solid like a rock, nobody would dare to look at India with evil eye. Look at America, look at Israel. 4 million people living among 400 million Arabs. But nobody can even throw the pebble at Israel, because Israel's youths are robust like a rock. Point number 2, frivolous youths prompt the enemy. Formidable youths kick them out. Frivolous means weak, fragile, very frail youths who have no bone, no muscle, no nothing, no daring, no caring, no sharing. These kind of youths are absolutely frivolous, and they actually prompt the enemies, and we would think that the youths in India are very frivolous. We can actually kick their butts without any kind of problem. Let's go and win over India. But if the formidable youths are there, China will also think twice, in America will also think twice, Pakistan will think 3 times, and any other enemy is there, overt or covert. He's going to think 2 or 3 times before invading India, because Indian youths are formidable, solid like rock. Point number 3, physically fit millennials can defeat any threat. Sedentary youth reciting Gita cannot make a dent. Physically fit youth, physically fit millennials can actually make a big difference. They can defeat any kind of threat coming from any kind of enemy from anywhere. But if our youths are poor, weak, meek, absolutely frivolous, fragile, then they are not going to be able to make a dent. We know ourselves. We know how strong we are, so we are going to go into that kind of situation. And if we know that we are weak, then we are going to be fearful and we are never going to enter into this kind of situation. Meaning, if youth is weak, frivolous, fragile, he is never going to enlist in army. He knows that he is weak. He knows that he is fragile. He knows that he is frivolous. He cannot fight. He cannot even carry AK-47. But if he is formidable, he is a rock solid like a rock, then he will tell himself, he is going to talk to himself, he is going to confide himself, he will have lots of confidence that, hey, I am strong. I can carry my enemies on my shoulder and toss him into a ditch. This kind of morale, this kind of courage, this kind of morale comes from you. By looking at you, if a youth is looking himself into the mirror, he is 45 kilo weight. He doesn't have any strength, doesn't have any might, doesn't have any kind of energy, doesn't have any kind of stamina. He will not have any kind of morale. Because he will say, hey, I am a very weak person. I cannot fight in army, I cannot kill anyone, but someone can get me killed in a snap. So he is never going to join the army. He's going to stay away from the army and he will sit on the duff and flaunt. That he is a very religious man. He will flaunt by reciting Gita, telling everyone in the society that he is very pious, very, very religious. He loves religion. He is everything. So that is the way it is. God bless everyone on this planet. Thank you very much for listening.